So it's starting to feel like there's a Duke to UCLA pipeline going on here. How much did you know Britton Brown, and did you talk to him at all about coming here?
Yeah, knew him really well. Played with him freshman, sophomore year. Was a good friend of mine. Decided to come out here. I think it was the year before COVID, right? Or that same year. But yeah, played a heavy role in kind of my trip out here when I came out on my, I guess, official visit. Hung with him a lot just to try to get to know some of the guys. But he was huge. Great guy, great player, obviously, as you guys know, but even better person. And yeah, I like that you got a little pipeline going on. I'm not sure they're real happy about it in Durham, but
and now you brought a coach with you too.
Yeah,
right?
exactly right, Coach Ferris. Yeah, gotta love a great offensive mind. Good to have him here. Coached me all 4 years at Duke, so it's good to have a familiar face around.
What are some of the major differences you've noticed just being at UCLA versus Duke?
First of all, the weather, big thing. Doesn't really rain a whole lot, but I think schematically there are some differences. Played under Coach Cutcliffe, who's a offensive magician. Coach Kelly's the same way, but offenses are different, and some of the scheme here is a little more complicated. Get involved in some of the run scheme stuff as a receiver, which I never did in Durham, but it's a lot of fun going in there and cracking heads sometimes. A lot of option routes, so it's just right now just wrapping my mind around some of the schemes, getting to know Dorian and some of those guys in the backfield, so we can develop a little chemistry going into the summer.
How's that transition going with gelling with Dorian, and what do you hope to maybe take between now and the football season?
Yeah, it hadn't been hard, and I credit him for that. He's welcomed me in, and shown love since day one. So I really appreciate him for that. Great player, great dude. But again, talk about quarterback-receiver relationships. It just comes with time. That's kind of what I've seen these last 4 years and throughout my career is you got to develop relationships off the field before they start to bloom on the field. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand as you talk about some of these quarterback and receiver duos, whether that's professionally or in college sports. There's a relationship off the field there, and that comes with time. So that's what we'll do some of this summer, the rest of the spring, and then into the fall.
That receiver core's in a little bit of transition just with a lot of guys graduating.
Yeah.
Even coming in as a new guy, being an older guy, have you taken on a leadership role at all in that situation?
Yeah, I've tried to. I think a lot of that comes naturally too, just trying to find my role in that room, on the team as well. As you said, a lot of guys leaving, but a lot of a lot of production returning. I think that's what people don't really see a whole lot of that. You get Kaz Allen and some of those guys in there that make plays and have done it before. Cam Brown, Logan Loya, some of those guys that have made big catches in big games before. So for me, it's just about finding a role. Whether that's a leadership role, we'll find out down the road. But right now, it's just feeling my way through some things and figuring out where I fit.
Coach Kelly on the TV broadcast on Saturday was saying that you kind of leapt up so much and kind of pushing for that number one receiver spot. What do you think it is about your game that has helped you kind of connect with these coaches and have them be so impressed by you so far?
It's a good question. I think just being myself and self-awareness is a big part of that. I think knowing my skill set is a big part of that. Not necessarily being a burner, somebody who's going to run by somebody on every play. That's not me. I kind of pride myself as a big body, go up and get it kind of guy. And thankfully I could fill that role here, and I think that's something that this team needed. And I'm thankful that I was given the opportunity to fill that role. Hopefully we'll continue to do so. But I think it's just coming in here day to day, day after day, and getting 1% better every day and working each day as we get through the spring practice into the summer, into the fall, to get better and to, as I said before, kind of find my role.
What's it been like working with Coach Newheis? A lot of people see him as like a future head coach someday, just with his presence, personality, and work ethic. What's it been like for you working with him?
You love to play. You love to play with a guy like Coach New. He's been awesome. I think he's special because he developed a relationship with you off the field, in terms of life rather than just football. And I think that you translate that onto the field where guys look to him. We were in, I don't know if you guys saw, but 2 minutes today we were backed up and he's in there calling plays, and we're like, okay, this is this is the guy we're looking to right now. And it was easy just because of the guy he is, the presence that he commands, the confidence he has in himself and in us. That bleeds into everything. That bleeds into the offensive line. That bleeds into QBs, obviously receivers. But yeah, no, he'll be a head ball coach somewhere in the not too distant future.
I'm from Raleigh, big Bojangles.
Yes, sir.
Have you traded in one favorite chain for another out here?
The thing about out here is I haven't, Westwood especially, there's not a lot of just fast food options. I've never been a real big fast food guy, but it's tough kind of, cook out some of the Bojangles stuff. I left in Durham. I missed that definitely, but, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out down the road here.
Have you had In-N-Out?
Oh, I've had In-N-Out. Don't tell anybody. It's a little overrated. Don't tell anybody I said
You ever
that.
have Char Grill in Raleigh? Or
I
Durham?
didn't.
Okay, all right, next time.
But when I'm going back, that's number one on the list.
You miss Dunkin' Donuts out here at all?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Dunks in the morning is a necessity. What? It hadn't made it out here yet, or what?
Yeah, there's
a couple
one like
of them.
Santa Monica or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
not
Good
too
deal. We'll work on that. NIL.
There you go. Awesome.
All
Thanks
good.
so much.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right.